silent. I pay the bills of his family, and he must protect me.
All the resources available in this country has to come together at this time to see how best we can move forward. The interest of Nigeria is paramount.
Standpoint.
Standpoint, the center of all talks of politics.
Standpoint, Mondays to Fridays, 9 a.m. on Rapid 96.5 FM.
No Nigerian is more Nigerian than any Nigerian. That's right.
Senator representing Abia South Senatorial District, Harcourt, Eyinaya Baribe, has again met with the Attorney General of the Federation, Lateef Fagbemi, in the move of releasing Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, the leader of the proscribed indigenous people of Biafra. Aside that, the South East Governors Forum has promised also to meet with the presidency. Before then, other stakeholders, even House of Representatives members from Obi Agwocha, the likes of Imo Ugochinyere, of course, we will not take away the Deputy Speaker, Benjamin Kalu, I mean, virtually everybody. But my interest, are they doing this with a clear interest or there is deceitfulness? We'll get to find out. That will form our conversation this morning on Standpoint. A very good morning to you and welcome to Standpoint, the center of all talks of politics. My name is Moses Ben. He appears in white today. I wonder what it's representing. Maybe it is a clarification in complete term that, okay, we are actually representing what I preach. Incorruptible, sir. Good morning and welcome to Standpoint.
Yeah, good morning to you, Moses Ben. And
thank you.
I just woke up and I was like, okay,
peace.
Should I do this?
Peace.
But it is what it is, and this is how actually our majority of our senators dress. At the end of the day, they disappoint their people. I don't want to disappoint my people now. And today's topic is going to be more like the continuation of what we said yesterday.
Yeah.
And I believe the people also, they will have their own opinions. I have my own opinion, and it is what it is. Thursday, we don't do throwback actually, unless we want to emphasize on something in particular. It is trending, and if you are in the Southeast and you are not interested in this topic, that means it's either you are not following up, or you need to stay tuned on Rapid 96.5 FM. We are here, and time to do it again.
All right, the subject at the moment is in everybody's mouth, or the cause is in everybody's heart, talking about the release of Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. I understand clearly, you listening to us, you have also been clamoring, you've been saying things about his release. Of course, the platform will be open for further contribution. Let us see if the plans, the strategies, I'm talking about the permutations around the political settlement, would yield positive impact at the end of the day. Ike Ogbonnaya, it's good to have you join the program.
Good morning, my brother, Mrs. Ben. We thank God for the gift of life as always. At least we are not experiencing what our people in Lagos experienced yesterday. I really pity them. Lagos was submerged. 9 hours rain. It's very pathetic. People were literally swimming, and but thank God for what is happening here. Somehow, at least, if it didn't rain for 9 hours, I wonder what would have happened. But all the same, we thank God. And as for the topic in focus, I should advise our people not to get it twisted. Our people should not get it twisted. The angle of Obasanjo has nothing to do with Kanu, Nnamdi Kanu.
It's like Obasanjo has come up to clear that,
and people are still,
that look at. I didn't talk about the release and all of that.
They should stop making reference to it. The young man or the old man came for some other issues, and we should take it that way. At least that is an indication that we have the capacity to fight for our brother. So let's believe God that any time from now, we'll get the good news.
All right, this particular course, gentlemen, has been on, talking about the release of Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. I understand since he was extradited back to Nigeria in 2021, number of political stakeholders, leaders, religious and even traditional rulers of the Southeast have been on this issue. But at this point, everybody seems to be interested in it. And then it still puts the question out there. Are we perceiving deceitfulness around? Or is it actual the interest of Lizzie Martin Nnamdi? We'll find out. You'll be a part of this program. But before we do that, there are other big stories we are tracking. The Abia State government has begun certificate verification of 7,582 out of the 8,775 uploaded online by the civil servants as part of ongoing exercise in the service at various institutions. This was made known by the Commissioner for Information and Culture, Prince Okekano, when he was having a media briefing with journalists in the state. Of course, recall that the exercise followed government's directive to civil and public servants in its ministries, departments and agencies and the 17 local governments to upload their credentials online. Gentlemen, Sam, we are talking about 7,582 civil servants certificates have been sent to different institutions for verification. I can also remember that the Nigerian Labour Congress Abia State chapter kicked against this exercise when they said that, look at, we've been embarking on a verification exercise. What happens? We should be talking about our payments or our salary. But the government is insisting. When we came in, we wanted to do certain promotion or give certain persons offices to hold. But we realized that there are certain credentials, documents that those offices require but were not found. Therefore, this necessitated the request that they should upload their documents or credentials for verification. We are talking about 7,582. Is it that this could happen? You just get into the civil service without actual verification or making available your true documents to the service? That's on one hand. How would this also end? Because government making the move, sending this certificate for verification to different institutions, they will not stop at that. That's to say something is fishy.
Yeah, definitely. When it comes to the fishy angle of life, yeah, you can't take it.
Because why do you want to send something to verify it if it's not true?
Sure, and it is what it is. I keep saying it. In private organizations also, it do happen. The last time we were asked to do that here, and I want to believe maybe before the end of the year, they will also ask us
again.
In my former organization, for how many times we are asked to do such. The CEO direct was the one that he was in America, but he said, okay, everything be forwarded to me, and we also did it. And in the public sector, I think I'm not there. But if I also happen to be a governor of a state, I will do something like that. One, just for us to know those that are genuine workers and those that are not here, those that are ghosts. It's so sad to even hear that we have people that don't come to work but they get paid. It's so sad to know that someone is getting paid in 3 different areas. Just one person. These are the things that doesn't help the state to progress. And I think that should be Professor Agumpa the other day also, that we hosted him here. He said something about that he gave kudos to Otis administration. He said, yeah, I worked with Oji, I worked with Theodore. And he also had 1 or 2 things to do with Ukeziba. He said, he confessed that, see, what happens there? You see people earning salaries. You see, just because you're a friend to the governor, you're being paid, even when you don't work and all the rest. And that is what this government is actually doing. And for me, is a good one if you ask me. The only area I have an issue is after these verifications, and these people still complain that they don't get their money. That's where I will ask the question of, okay, what is really, really happening? Why such? Because you have verified me, and the certificate of verification has actually been given to me. Just like it should be the APSU, the day we discuss about them. They complain that, majority of them has actually been
APSU,
yes, been verified, but they are yet to get their money. And that's where I keep asking the question. Is it that the governor has actually signed their money to be paid to them, and someone is sitting on that? You can't also wish that away. You can't take it away, because there are some people that, as far as occupying some offices are concerned, you see them wanting to stress or even punish other people. It happens also in the private sector, where someone, because you're one orga, you're one manager like that, you are now stressing other people. CEO will give out information that should benefit everybody, but it ends in your office and dies up there. I know it happens in public sector also. That's the only area I have an issue. Then the verification should be done speedily. Those that have participated, submitted everything that needs to be submitted, verify them, let them get their money as and when due. That's the only thing. But it is important we do this. If I am not working in the public sector, Samuel Chinagrom, the business should not be earning there. Thank you.
All right, Iko Bonaya, I can remember clearly last year when the government came into the administration, it started with sanitizing the civil service, where at the end of the day, the report emerged that about how many thousand ghost workers were identified, even while up until now we have not seen the names of the ghost workers. That's by the way, but this particular stage that they have arrived at now, talking about sending 7,000 over 500 something certificate for verification to different institutions. Would this further strengthen the assertion or position of the government that look at we have number of persons in the civil service who on normal ground should not be qualified for where they are and all of that, because this signaling that perception?
Well, my brother, I want to take it that this administration wants to, keep pruning down. They want to keep pruning down the workforce. And if you ask me, I would say that they felt that the immediate past administration had a bloated workforce. Well, that may not be far from the truth, because somehow it's like the immediate past administration may have bastardized the waiver, and so it gave too many people who are not qualified, a right to be employed in the system. But I also may want to say this. I want to say that the administration is probably, or this regime is probably not getting it right now, or they should have done this not starting with the laying off of directors and permanent secretaries. You understand? Because right now, all those people that were affected have one misgivings or the other against this government. Now, it is perfectly in order to want to verify the credentials of a civil servant. Let's call a spade a spade. There are so many people out there who are parading fake degrees. Do you understand? Now, if they have taken it upon themselves to do that, it's a daunting task. Now, if OT feels he can do that, fine. Now, whoever now leaves will not hold any grudge against him. But now that you came and laid off, compelled directors, some are 5 years, 6 years, 7 years even.
Compulsory retirement.
Yes,
I can remember that headline.
Yes, you retire them.
To embark on the compulsory
you
retirement.
retire them compulsorily. They are obviously holding one thing or the other against him, even the permanent secretaries. You understand? This should have been what would have done in the first instance. Okay, let's see
Verify, check.
Verify, check. Let's start with this. By the time you're done, you will see so many that will leave.
So you're trying to say that this the stage that they are arriving at the moment is not even. It's coming too late.
It's coming. This is not what you should have started with. You should have started. It should have been the first step. If you want to prune down, beautiful. Even this way you laid off will help you do it and do it effectively. Because right now, what he did has ended up laying off beautiful heads that people that know the job they have the job in their nitty-gritty. Do you understand? You laid up several years of experiences. And in civil service, it's structured in a way that you pass on the baton to those that are coming before you. Because they'll be learning from you. So you don't come from the private sector and think that what obtains from the private sector obtains in the civil service. No way. There's a template that civil service works with. So all you need to do is key into it. Then you can, I keep telling people, look, you can improve on the template of the civil service and fine-tune it, rebrand it. But don't discard it. I don't know if you understand what I'm saying. So now you work with those guys that have so much on their head. They will pass on these experiences. And that as they're leaving, the others are taking it from them. But now that
you end up not seeing friction in the operation of things in the service.
The template works without hindrance, without let or hindrance. So this thing that he started now is what should have, he should have started from day one. Okay, how do we reduce the workforce? How do we identify those that are not supposed to be here? You come up with these measures. And then it is these ones that you ask to leave that will help you do it, and you will achieve beautiful results. Now, if you leave, you know that nobody, you left on your own. You left because you sacked yourself. You understand? You left because you came with a fake result. You understand? And there are so many of them there. Because these things have not been, nobody had gone this far in wanting to identify those that are parading fake results. But what I'm really not comfortable with, I don't know if it is true, telling us that we have up to 36,000 civil. I mean, well, I don't know, maybe.
After the how many thousand ghost workers?
7,000 plus have already, so far, you have forwarded their credentials to the various institutions that they claim they graduated from. Fine. And then you have about 36,000 remaining. Well, let's see how it goes. But like I said, I keep maintaining what I'm saying, that disengaging those civil servants or those directors and PAMSECs was a wrong step in a very wrong direction. So they would have helped you to achieve this if you say, look, let's prune down this workforce. Beautiful. They will allow you. Because let's call it spade, like I always say, the system was bloated. It was bloated because the immediate past regime didn't bother about trying to prune these things down. They were just giving waivers upon waivers upon waivers. People were just coming in anyhow. But again, like Eric will say, you remember our brother Eric, the civil service is a social welfare. You understand? It's not a place where, it's not for gains. It's not like the private sector that is profit oriented. So if you are engaged there to work, it's like a social welfare. You use it to help people, and that's why, how much do you even pay them? You understand? It's not like in the bank where one person can do the job of 10 people and you pay him heavily because you are draining him. Do you understand? But in the civil service, it's a different ball game. Anybody working there that gets a job in the civil service will just go and do Thanksgiving, because for him it's job security.
The lifetime.
Yes, it's job security, and he'll be counting 35 years or 60 years, whichever one that comes first. And after that, he leaves. By which time, whatever peanut you give him, he'll be taking it. And he'll just be doing little agitations, pay me, just like what is happening right now. Do you understand? So it's not the same thing with the private sector, where you can have one person do several people's job, and then you pay him heavily. And if he's leaving, he goes on with so much money.
And satisfaction.
He goes on with so much money. Somebody in the bank, maybe is retiring, can go home with about maybe, let's say, an estimation of about 20 million or 10 million or 50. You can't get it in the civil service. No, even as a director, if you are retiring, the highest you can get is maybe 5 million. Maybe if you're in the medical line, you can get a little higher than that. And then, of course, as a PAMSEC, you can also get a little higher than that, in terms of gratuity. So these are the way these things are structured. For me, he should have consulted more when he came newly. But how do we, work on the civil service? I really want to, pay you guys very well, but this thing is too much. Looking at okay, fine, let's sit down and do it. Then we'll start with this. Let's look at the files. Some of these files are, the credentials, they are fake. Then you identify those that are fake. But
I still wonder. I don't know if because I've not applied or I've not succeeded in getting opportunity from the public environment, all of that, how one would kind of go down with fake credentials just to secure an opportunity.
Because nobody goes beyond the point of wanting to go to the institutions to verify. Nobody will want to give it. That for them is stressful. So he's taking that upon himself right now. But let's take this thing beyond now. Let's go to that institution and find out if this your credential is real.
All right, Sam, I don't know if your thoughts that differs from that of Ike, talking about as within our local palace that this is medicine after death. Deducing from what Ike has said, I don't know whether your point or your thought differs from his.
No, I think he just made a great point, and that's why sometimes you want to ask the politicians, when they say they have special advisor on this, special advisor on this, special advisor on this.
Do they even function? Do they work?
Do they work? Now, secondly,
which advisor? If they advise in their pocket.
If they end up advising the governors, do they also take their advice? Because this is a great point he made here. Now, for you to get this thing that you want to get, keep these ones. I don't know whether he was thinking ahead, thinking that these permanent secretaries would have been an issue for him. Now, pushing them away. But I think in their offices, it would have been easier. So this special advisor, but OT, with this level of education, he should have known. Also, see, I want to be very smart now. I want to make sure that the fake guys will leave us. How do I do that? If his brain wasn't telling him that particular time, that's where you have special advisors on critical matters. And this one happens to be one of them. Ike made a very good point. Maybe if the governor is listening, I think we need Ike to advise him further.
A lot is happening silently within this government. I must say that. And I know the capability of the persons working with His Excellency. This is 2 years counting, as a matter of fact.
Yeah.
It's better we put things intact. We put things in place.
Yeah.
From the civil service down to other sector under this administration. Well, we'll keep our eyes on every necessary development in as much as Abia State is concerned, just to ensure we set the policy and contribute rather to the policies and programs of the administration in this state. Let us now talk about our brother, Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. As a matter of fact, the Southeast Senate Caucus yesterday in Abuja held a closed-door meeting with the Attorney General of the Federation and Minister of Justice, Prince Lateef Fagbemi, where they appealed for the release of Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, of course, led by the chairman, Senator Oyinlaya Baribe. As I said before now, he said that he submitted a 15-point written document wherein they highlighted reasons for the request to release Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. Before that of the Southeast Governors Forum came up, we've had several interventions. The House of Representatives members, also Southeast Caucus, they gathered and also met on this issue. Let us talk about stakeholders and also traditional leaders also in the Southeast. But my interest, this issue, this fight didn't just happen yesterday. It was there before, or it's been there before the 2023 general election. Nothing happened up until the point. I clearly listened to Oyinlaya Baribe yesterday that we are not talking about legal proceedings again, that the matter is way beyond legal proceedings. That was what he was telling AGF yesterday, that come on, we can reason together and see a way of handling this issue. But Sam, let's be sincere. I tried putting up a question yesterday to Elder Raf Egbu, who somehow diverted and then didn't want to put actual concentration on it. Are we doing this with utmost sincerity, or there is somebody playing a deceitful responsibility somewhere? Talking about the release of Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, given the moves by virtually every critical stakeholder in the Southeast.
Well, you can't take away, in as much as we have those that genuinely they want to do this, you also have those that want to do it just because of points. They want to score points. You also see the people that, let it not be that I'm not among now. Let me just join them. Not coming from their hearts, we know. These three set of people I mentioned here, all of them are in.
Could it be possible?
Yes, very
when
possible.
Everybody at this point in time is saying that, okay, can you please release Mazi Nnamdi Kanu?
Yeah, very, very possible. Very, very possible. Remember when Nnamdi also, when he was actually talking, there are some people he talked about. Yeah, there are some people he talked about. That's just the bitter truth. Maybe those ones have actually not forgiven him. And deep down right now, they are still, maybe one way or the other, amongst these people that want to go there. We are humans. They will just be there because others are there.
Whatever we are discussing this morning, the objective is the security.
Yes.
And then also the operation of economic activities in the Southeast
in the
region.
Southeast. That's why when the Monday Sit at Home started, I was in Aba. I frowned at it. And I said, yeah, I'm an Abian. A full-blooded Abian. But it wasn't helping us. It wasn't helping us. Yes, out of anger, we just wanted our brother to come out. That's it. That's it on the economy. It's still dealing with us. In as much as, well, it has reduced.
There
now.
are persons automatically, once it's Monday, they
shut down. At that point, if you go to Aba Park, you will not see anybody. And that's, for me, it was a very painful one. Now, insecurity also. Especially Imo State at some point. It was so that if you want to go to Imo State, you call somebody there first. Please, should I come? Is the road clear? It was fun at that point, but come on, you shouldn't have been, and all the rest. Then also have been saying that, see, if it happened to be, if not that sometimes politicians want to, make it look as if there is that serious fight. I knew Buhari's tenure, releasing him would have been an issue. But I expected.
Do not forget, Buhari said that he has no hand on the issue, that it's clearly a legal matter.
That's what do you expect him to say? That's also what you have said. But I expected Tinubu, immediately he took over, I expected him to act. See, under the administration that handed over to me, you got arrested, you got jailed, that's why you're here. Directly, you didn't do anything to me. Yes, it is legal, but I still believe that he has the power to say, okay, can we look into this matter and allow this man go? He hasn't done it. Maybe, so someone, like I said, special advisors, whether they advise at all, or maybe after advising the governor, the president, and the politicians in any category, don't take this advice. Had it been, I obviously had the opportunity to advise President Tinubu. That's what I would have told him in less than 2 months. Allow Nnamdi go.
How possible would that have been, given the fact that he came in with his own workers and tools to carry out his administration? But the current AGF was not there when this thing happened.
Yes, he wasn't there. But that doesn't mean he knows what was happening. He was, I don't want to use the word cartel now, but he was a big member as far as APC is concerned. Under Buhari, he knew. But yes, it was not him directly. So it is something he should have done now. Then talking about our politicians there, when that thing happened also in my former radio station, I said it on air, that I would like the politicians to gather, not the individual. Fine, it's good that they have individually been doing something. It will be Agocha, Baribe, and the House of Rep member there. From Bende, they have been doing something individually. But in Igbo, there is something we say, Anya na so Anya. Just imagine us.
Okay.
Just imagine now, if you come individual to ask me for something, Ben, I might turn you down. But no, when you come with Ike, you come with Igoyan, you come with Butch, and any other person, that same thing, I might say, okay, all right. He has actually visited me before over this thing, but I didn't pay attention to him. But because of these men you have visited me with, secondly, that same thing I failed to approve will be approved. In Igbo land, we believe in that. Igwebike, that's another angle of it. So going individually to me, Tinubu, or talk about it, in a funny way, is something that they have been doing all this while. For me, this thing that they are doing now is something I expected us to do before. All Jews at some point visited, but no. Can we go together? Just imagine the 5 Eastern governors going together, no matter your party. The senators, all of them representing the 5 Eastern states also. The House of Rep members. There's no way you will visit Tinubu. Just like Raf said yesterday. You don't need to tell us. Go there. Let us hear that there was an emergency meeting that the Southeastern stakeholders went there, met with the president, that they met with the president.
When you say emergency meeting, what about the protocol involved for you to give prior information?
Prior information, you can still do that. You have people close to Tinubu now. See, it is for me not difficult. It is easy to do. You have those ones closer to him. Those ones should tell him there is no way he will turn you people down when he knows the caliber of people coming. That's why I say he will be so go there, sit down, tell him about Nnamdi. He was the one. He was not the one that arrested him. There's no way he will not allow him to go. So doing it now is fine. We know there are people that are there. They are there. Maybe because others are moving, so they need to move. Fine. Let them join the multitude, and let's get this done. And I think if Nnamdi comes out also, he will appreciate them, maybe individually or openly. So it is what it is. We want that to happen. Then when he comes out, we welcome him.
A line of claims, Ike, that it is as a result of still the detention of Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, we are having the breed of insecurity, killings, and all of that. That's been the assertion out there. But at this point, I'm still wondering, we have gladiators, political players in the ring that if they take a move, a step, something will still stand. These moves that have been there, yet nothing is yielding. I wonder what will happen with these ones.
Well, first of all, let me say that this time around, we believe that something positive will come out of all these moves. But I'd like to also say that I don't know why issues that has to do with the Southeast is always, become this kind of some sort of a media sensation. You know, one would have expected our political eggheads in the southeast to meet quietly, just like the Raf said yesterday. Honestly, I bought totally with all his positions concerning the Mazin Nandekal issue. Remember Iboho in Southwest, when he was apprehended in Cotonou, the Yoruba elders met quietly, discreetly. In fact, I knew that Obasanjo even made moves. Do you understand? They even called the president of Benin Republic and gave them instruction.
Keep him there.
Keep him there.
Don't allow him come.
Don't allow him enter Nigeria.
Yes.
Quietly.
Yes.
There was no media sensation about it. And before you could say Jack Robinson, Igboho was already in Germany. You understand? So one would have expected our people to make such moves. I'm not comfortable with the fact that our Southeast governors, went for their meeting. After their decision, they came and started telling the whole world. Listen, keep it to your chest. Keep it to your chest and plan about it. When it happens, wow. People will roll out the drums and celebrate you. You don't need to I don't know if it is because let it be seen that I made a move.
Publicity.
Let it be seen.
Everybody's trying to pick
right
corner
now,
from
everybody
the...
wants to queue in. You understand? Everybody wants to queue in. Let it be seen that I played my own role in the release of Nnamdi Kanu. It's not necessary. Everybody will still know. Let's do things quietly inside this. Let's make our moves quietly without blowing our trumpet, without coming to let the entire world know that this is what you want to do. Because when you do something, you'll be preempted. And when they preempt you, your efforts will be nipped in the bud. Because there are people, wicked souls out there who are trying to see how they can frustrate whatever move you want, especially in this case. We must understand the fact that there are people who are gaining from the incarceration of Nnamdi Kanu.
In the southeast region here.
People are gaining from it. Do you understand? We must understand that. We also know the angle of this guy in Finland.
Yeah.
You don't know if it's being used. You understand me? So now that you're making everything blow open, you don't know the angle he will come if he is against it, and which is possible. I don't know if you understand what I'm saying here. So the long and short of what we're saying is that they should have done this thing quietly. Should have done it quietly. What's his name? The guy representing Umuahia South, Umuahia North. That's
and the
Agwacha. He went to Buhari quietly, but before he knew it, they made it open. Even though people said it's not Buhari, that after Buhari never supported the release of Nnamdi Kanu. Fine, but the young man made a move. He's only trying to see how he can succeed in releasing his brother. Do you understand? So let's believe that this time around it will work, just like you rightly asked, it will work. Now that all hands are on deck, because from what I'm seeing in the court, it is possible that the federal government says, okay, let's keep him in the court and be adjourning, twisting the matter, twisting the accusation, increasing the charges. You understand? Today, the charges will be increased. The other day, the charges, they just kept increasing the charges. Remember that he won at the appellate court. And they came up with other charges. And then Supreme Court said, okay, fine, he will not be released. Let's go and deal with those other charges that was thrown up. So it could be a ploy, it could be a strategy to keeping him there and then just keep him for as many years as possible. Somehow, it appears there's some kind of a legal logjam. It's a bit intractable. Right now, where do we go from here? What other accusations can you bring up? And now that it's known, okay, let's weigh this option. And thank God for Binta Yako, the woman that came up with the option of political settlement. He said, why don't you explore this option? Because I know that the woman herself is aspirated, is tired. You understand? It was the same woman that granted him bail before his house was invaded. We wouldn't have been here now if his house wasn't invaded. You and I know that his house was invaded. Of course, the target was to eliminate him. And God's so kind, he escaped. And then, it's only a tree. My people say it's only a tree that he wants to cut. And he stand there and say, okay, cut me. You understand? So the young man took off. And then, before he was renditioned. So, right now that we have exhausted all avenues, and this political, people are now feasting on this political opening.
I hope this is with genuine.
It.
Yeah, I hope this is with genuine interest. Talking about using this political angle to settling this particular issue. Everybody that is involved, I hope they are doing it genuinely. That is my own interest, gentlemen.
Well, let's take it that they're being genuine about it.
All right,
Let's
we'll
take
get to find out
and
also.
we know those that are genuine about it.
We'll get to find out from you as you're listening to this program this morning. As we speak, a report emerging that the National Caucus from the Southeast region at the House of Representatives, comprising Enugu, Anambra, Abia, Imo, and even Ebonyi State, in their numbers, have come up to still support this particular move. What does it mean? We'll get to find out from you after this break. This is Standpoint, the saint of all talks of politics.
Arrive alive. Respect traffic rules. Do not drink and drive. Do not drive and drink. Every life on the road is precious. Drive safely. Be attentive and ensure your journey doesn't become a tragedy.
Stop wa on our roads. Nwanne m onye Abia. Mata na ndụ gị dị ndị Abia mkpa. Kwụsị wa n'okporo ụzọ anyị. Drive safely.
This message is powered by Abia State Orientation Agency.
Ozia, Sinaka Abia State Orientation Agency. Na Abia Ruru.
Clap your hands, everybody. Faithful, faithful, faithful is our God.
The Global Emancipation Gospel Therapy Outreach bring to you Church Ecclesia to institute the superlative standard teaching of the Word of God, to establish God's kingdom where righteousness rules on earth. Isaiah chapter 11 verse 4-5.
Listen to the Church Ecclesia every Saturday at 11:30 a.m. on Rapid 96.5 FM, Umuahia.
Brought to you by Global Emancipation Therapy Gospel Outreach under the leadership of Reverend Vought Alethos. God bless you.
Rapid 96.5 FM.
The sound of your city.
Let's talk politics, dynamics, and permutations.
It's a concern that we have for our country, Nigeria. So this is beyond partisan politics. Nigeria is on drip. Nigeria is on oxygen. And how can we get out of this? And these are kind of people who say they are leaders of this country. What example I may show you are leaders of the country?
Let's keep you abreast with happenings in the polity.
I am an employee of the president. I pay the president's salary. I pay the bills of his family. And he must protect me.
All the resources available in this country has to come together at this time to see how best we can move forward. The interest of Nigeria is paramount.
Standpoint.
Standpoint, the center of all talks of politics.
Standpoint, Mondays to Fridays, 9 a.m. on Rapid 96.5 FM.
More Nigeria is more Nigeria than any Nigeria.
You're welcome back to Standpoint, the saint of all talks of politics. This morning, we have been concentrating on the Southeast National Assembly caucus, governors, leaders, and men, people with well thoughts and stakeholders called for the release of Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. Of course, is it a growing concern or a pure deceit? 091600965 or 09160333965. A very good morning to you and thank you for joining the program.
Good morning, Mr. Ben.
You're welcome, sir. Your name and location?
Mr. Chijoke.
Welcome.
Thank you, sir. I want to start by saying that I love what our rep members are doing. But where I am more little confused is by those other House of Rep members. Those them that are, most of them are talking about different states, which is not okay for Southeast. I believe that the move is okay, but all of them, both House of Rep, senators, all of us need to speak with one voice. And I want both senators and House of Rep members representing Southeast, let all of them look into and pick one just single state and support. This is what we can use and get what we want. But on issue of Amo Bioga, talking about another state, the one from Itoboma, talking about their own, the one from this Anambra, Enugu, talking about their own. it cannot be okay. So for me, let them stick with one voice. Let us single one state and support that state. I think it will be okay for us.
All right,
that's
Chijoke.
my own contribution.
Thank you so much, Chijoke. Gentlemen, we'll visit that particular issue. So, it's about 4 now. And Neoma and the rest of them, about 4. 09160,965 or 09160,333,965. Good morning and welcome to Standpoint. Hello, good morning.
Good morning, Super Ben and the Incredible Sam and our wonderful guest.
Welcome.
My take this morning, I'll go biblical to express myself. You know, I believe we're all Christians, then that's to you. And when, remember in the time of Christ, when the harlot came and the condemnation crowd came and she ran to Jesus. If it's in the Old Testament, if Christ had not intervened, I think she would have been dead. That's old law. But the new law came. That's grace and mercy superseding. And he said, which one of you, one of my pastors said that God told them, which one of you slept with her that is carrying the first stone? Please tell our governor to please do everything. Verification, just like our guest has said, this should have been done a long time. This is just a sinister plan. He's trying to initiate a program whereby the governors will not pay this money. It's already from the different states. How much I say? Some 40, 30. Why are you fooling? Verification for what? Whom are you verifying? Tell the governor to verify himself. If he's one like them and say that he is also a brother sinner, I will not show that fear. I will not give him that respect. He's doing the road. That is his job. I will not give him gunshots, accolades for it. For heaven's sake. Our politicians are rotten and they have no conscience. That is the truth. That is why Nnamdi Kanu is still there. This is now that the time is set to wake up. And the West has done what they need to do a long time ago.
All right.
Tell them to tell themselves the truth. It is disgusting. It is annoying. It's an insult on the very people that voted for you. You've been frustrating them on and on and on.
All right.
Let them hear me loud and clear.
What's your name? What's your name, please, before we let you off?
Onyema from Umuahia North. That's who I am. I'm really angry this morning.
Onyema.
From one scheme to the other.
All right, Onyema. Thank you so much for participating. We appreciate. Talking about governor verifying, he's the governor of the state anyway. But 7,580 something certificates have been sent to various institutions for verification. Good morning and welcome to Standpoint.
Mentos, the district blessed. Ben Moses, incorruptible Sam, and you're highly blessed this morning.
Welcome.
From Casey Guy, I'm calling from Doro, bro, in Iguano.
You're welcome.
Hello, are you hearing me?
Yes, you're welcome, Don Casey Guy.
Hello.
You're welcome, sir. You're welcome.
Okay. God bless you. You guys have amazingly issued out, especially to the layman understanding with what you guys have elaborated. So far, so good. I welcome there. Let me start from the side of uploading online verification and Abia State. My brother, I must have to say that when you don't have anything in your cupboard as a skeleton, you don't have anything to panic. And that's the first step. The second is this, just like when Zach was saying something, say that it would have been an issue before now. It would have been a done and dusted issue before now. But they haven't come across to do it this time around. It might not be, favorable to the people on the ground, which is the civil servants. But nevertheless, it's better it will come than never. But let me say something here. Those people who have not done their own, I think it shouldn't go a long way to be a reason of, trying to sack them or try to disengage them from work. But first and foremost, let them go back, try to establish what they are going to do, just like to tell them that from now henceforth, if you don't have acquire any professional certificate, they give them a kind of duration. From social time, everyone should go acquire it. But I know that they say they are not going to exceed more than level 13 if you don't have that professional certificate.
All right, your time is up,
let them know how to do it. Hello?
Your time is up. Yes, we got your opinion.
Let me come to a speculation.
We sincerely apologize, sir. You've used your time. Please just understand.
Hello? Yeah.
You've used the time. Comply with the time accorded to you. Good morning and welcome to Standpoint.
Good morning, Moses.
You're welcome, sir.
Good morning, Incorruptible Sam and Mr. Ike.
Good morning, sir.
Who say man know this name I'm calling from Omai.
All right.
Let me begin with the talk. Let me just start with the workers' verification in the state. Like I have always said, this is the first thing that the government or the governor should, or the head of service then should have done. I disagree with Mr. Ike when he said that the immediate past administration employed overbloated workforce. Those things have been taken care of. The first verification that was done by Onyiwama then as the head of service said the article reads that people that we are taking we are employed by December, January last year, 2023, should be disengaged. As in 2022, sorry, should be disengaged. I mean, it happened. Unfortunately, my directors were unduly retired when they said that they brought another policy that retired for them. This is 8 years of this insurance. The secretary said we're all, as in fact, retired. Except to and the permanent secretary as the one that is presiding the House of Assembly member. House of Assembly, Abia 8 House of Assembly then. Even now. So these are the things that we are talking about. The governor to sanitize this. I am of the opinion that ask the governor to do the certification because a lot of them ministries.
All right, begin to round off your thoughts. Your time is running out. Yeah.
Local government, many of them are using good way to go.
All right, Usman Node.
Too many people before that.
All right.
So you should have done this before then.
All right.
It's a good movement.
Thank you so much. We appreciate your contribution. Good morning and welcome to Standpoint. Hello, good morning.
Good morning, Ben. Good morning, Ben Moses.
You're welcome, sir.
God bless you, sir. Good morning, the Incorruptible and Mr. Ike.
Good morning, sir.
God bless you. Yes, I seriously appreciate what the governor is doing. You see, on this verification, I am pleading with the governor to go deep. Verify all the needed verifiable. Anyone you see that the certificate is somehow, please relieve the person of his or her duty. These people have decided to become in the civil service. They don't allow our fresh graduates to get any job. You can imagine a graduate will finish after 4 or 5 years. The person will be roaming around the street. The only available job for such a person will turn to be, if it's a male, they will turn to become keke riders. The female, out of frustration, will go into prostitution. Please, Governor Oti, make sure you sanitize the civil service. Take away all those ones who have decided to become Onyukodoro with fake certificates. Now, on the issue of Mazin Nnamdi Kalu, very unfortunate that our Southeast leaders are actually using Mazin Nnamdi Kalu for political gain. For instance, there was something that the Incorruptible said, that there are some who are OS members. I totally agree with him. Such as the Abia State House of Assembly members that came out and said that they are calling President Tinubu to release him. All this while, they have not remembered to make that call because they've heard from the lawyers of Mazin Nnamdi Kalu that they are moving into political solution. They've come out to also lend their voice. Let them not say that right, when this thing was going on, nobody said anything. My brother, the marriage with Mazin Nnamdi Kalu go again. They should stop that joke and release him unconditionally. Thank you and God bless you.
All right, thank you so much, Uwakwe. Good morning and welcome to Standpoint. Hello, good morning. All right, we lost that call. 091600965 or 09163333965. It's good to have you join Standpoint. Good morning.
Hello, good morning, sir.
You're welcome.
Okay, my name is Sinenya. I'm calling from Umaya. On the issue of the verification, is a very good development. I want my governor to go deep. When I say deep, deep and deeper, and do his possible best to remove those people that are there that don't want to go out. Some of them, they do bandage their date, their date of their birth certificate. They should go deep and remove them because some of them are in Lagos working in Abia State. Some of them are working with another people's results. I don't think a lot of them, even local government, the government should go deep and do some certain things. Enough of this. Sanitize everywhere and remove these people. And they are the people that are causing problems to the government. I'm employing new people, new French blood that have results, that have what it takes to be a civil servant. Because you cannot just tell me that somebody that will graduate for 2 years, 3 years will just be looking for work to do, and some people will be there backdating their birth certificate for them not to go out. Is unfair. Our governor should do the needful. He should do the needful and remove these people so that the mess will stop.
All right. Thank you so much for your contribution. Good morning and welcome.
Good morning, my brother.
Welcome, sir. Your name and location.
My name is Chief Chinedu Bilo. They call me Elioba.
Chinedu, welcome.
See, this thing where the governor they do is good, though. But what in me I want talk, what I want contribute to the ABC. Make anything where they go do now, make it be the final, the last. Because it got as it go be next tomorrow now, next month. We hear say they say make them go bring all their passport to come back for verification again. If you want anything you want, do it the same time, because this result of this thing now supposed to be part of those ones they do last one. But you know every the people with the run around, he did good though, very well, he did good. But my question is, after finding out these ghost workers, what did they do them? They're supposed to put a law. Somebody will correct first certificate, when they chop our money. How many years imprisonment when they go put up?
Okay.
Somebody where they Abuja, America, they work. How many years? Maybe you just find out. We don't see anybody where they jail. The thing because who put that person for work? Who they pay them that money? That's the question.
All right.
Where they need to work hard if you want all this thing to stop. Because when you finish this thing now, tomorrow they will still need pardon for workers again. The same people will carry people, their friends, their girlfriend, their boyfriend, feed everywhere again. That's the problem.
All right,
Which law
Chief Chinedu.
they will take after this thing. Thank you, and God bless you.
Thank you so much. You just touched something that sent this thing to my spine. To my spine. Girlfriend, boyfriend. I don't understand. I could go here corruptible sab. Maybe I'll get to find out from one of my colleagues. Thank you so much for your time.
It's all right.
Thank you.
Let the governor try and stretch this. He shouldn't be in a hurry.
All right.
Let him stretch it. Give it time and then get to the root of what he wants.
All
but
right.
like I said, it should have been before now.
All right. Standpoint returns tomorrow. My name is Moses Ben. Thank you so much for your participation. Let's do this again tomorrow. Good morning.
Are you in Omaya or Omaya environment? Are you in Abia State or any neighboring states around Abia State? A time has come when we come together to thank the Lord for his faithfulness towards our lives, for everything he has done for us. Now we are doing this Thanksgiving with a company, an indigenous company